He told me you killed him.
No. I am your father.
Welcome back to SMKR. This is your host, Steve. Up next is, and this is funny because I thought I had already done a review on this kit and I haven't, but this is from 2014 and it's one of the original releases from Bandai when they started coming out with their Star Wars kits. So this is the original 2014 1/12 scale Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith. So anyway, it's a really nice kit, and it has some stuff in there that a lot of people didn't like, and we'll look at that when we do a review on this kit here shortly. But as you know, if you're following Star Wars and Bandai, they reissued this kit in 2018. This time they gave us Darth Vader Return of the Jedi. So they give us Anakin Skywalker. So what I'll go ahead and do is I'm going to look over the original Darth Vader kit, and then I'll pull out the stuff that's different in this boxing. This box is a little bit larger than the original one. The original kit retailed for 2,400 yen, and this kit when it came out in 2018, I'm sure was a little more expensive than the 2,400 yen. Okay, I'll be right back and we'll look over the Darth Vader kit. And we'll look at the side of the boxes here first. This is the original Darth Vader kit. It's giving us some scenes from the movie. Actually, the built-up model itself. Different poses you can do with it here. What it looks like with Anakin's helmet off and some of the accessories. Let's turn this over. And if you want to stand your box up to display them, then you can nice little full-size figure on the side of the box. And if you guys have no idea where to find on most of your Japanese kits, they have to actually put on the side how much the kit retails right there, 2,400. Let's look at the Anakin version of this kit. Like I was saying, the box is just a little bit larger. A couple of scenes from the movie there. And what the kit looks like there, different poses we can do, the different accessories, and of course Anakin Skywalker head, which I think it's pre-finished and pre-painted, which I think is pretty cool. We'll turn it over. In this case, the other side shows us the full standing Darth Vader with Anakin behind. So these would display very nice together. The two kits together. And for some reason they're not showing us the yen on this. This is now distributed by Bandai Spirits to the US. There was a time when we could not pick up Bandai Star Wars kits in the U.S. Bandai just wasn't exporting them to us, and they weren't available. So you had to, have friends in Japan or whatever to pick up kits for you. Well, finally, in late 2007, I would say, 2008, Bandai Spirits started distributing them to us here in the U.S. So very grateful for that because I love these kits. So this has been sitting on the shelf for a while. We'll open up the box. First thing you see is a lot of black plastic here with the red clear lightsaber. We do get water slide decals in this bag. Next we have another bag with his the cape. And the last bag contains the stand. And polyurethane caps with the stickers. So if you don't like using the decals, you can use these stickers. And these stickers go down very nice, by the way. They're almost hard to tell the difference between the decals and the stickers themselves. Very high quality. And lastly, we have the kit instructions contained within. I'm not going to go through these instructions, but however they do fold out kind of like a accordion style. Very large, you know, you can just like fill up your whole workbench just with these instructions. The backside, to note, are your decal placement and painting guide. So it makes it a little easier when you're building this kit. And some of your color called outs on the bottom there. And when this came out, everything was in Japanese, so you had very rarely the instructions that were in English. Alright, I'll be right back. We'll look at the parts. The first bag contained all these parts, and first off we did get the decals. We'll look at these a little more in detail with the stickers. We'll go ahead and look at this first set here. First set comprises of Darth Vader's helmet, face mask, upper torso, shoulders, and the lightsaber. Let's get a closer look and see his mask, Darth Vader's mask. Looks very nice. Very shiny black plastic. Some of the lower leg armor plating, his shoulder, chest pieces. You have a range of matte finished pieces and very high glossy pieces. Very nice. And of course, Bandai's signature, different color sprues tied together. This would be clear plastic for the lightsaber. Turn it over. These are all snap together kits. You don't necessarily need to use glue. A lot of people do. Be very careful what kind of paints you use on these. I know some of the paints do not go well with some of the Bandai plastics, so just be aware of that. I can't remember off the top of my head which paints. I think it's these enamels, these Tamiya enamel panel line paints. They will eat at the plastic, so make sure that the model is painted before you apply these to the bare plastic, because it's not good for them. So that's I believe that's what I remember about the paints. Alright, we'll look at the next tree, and this has the rest of his body parts with different hands and poses for the hands. Get a closer look. So this is kind of a semi-gloss finish to the plastic here. And once again, everything snaps together here. Very tight tolerances. Next tree has his cape and some other components dealing with Vader with his shoes. Get a closer look at these, and kind of a semi-gloss finish to the plastic styrene there. And nothing really on the other side there per se. The other tree, once again, we have more pieces of the cape. So our cape is multi-sectional, but it's all in styrene. And see the folds going on there. Portion of the shoulder pads. And backside, really nice there. Should assemble very nice. A lot of people don't like the cape in this particular issue. They didn't like the plastic cape and just how it looked. You really can't form it or reposition it for your choosing with this figure. So that was one of the big complaints about this kit. So the next bag gave us the base polycaps and the stickers. So we'll look at the stickers here with the decals in a second. And if we look at the polycaps allow all your parts to kind of move, and you can reposition Vader and into different movements because these are a very soft plastic for movement. And of course we have the standard Bandai stand. Here are the water slide decals on the left and the stickers on the right. And like I was saying before, the stickers go down very nice and look almost just like the decals. So you know, if you've never tried these things out, they're excellent stickers, and they're very thin. They're almost hard to tell that they're stickers at all. Let's look at the decals a little closer, and everything appears to be in register. Those were the decals, that is, and then here's the stickers. So you can see how they're cut a little bit skinnier to what's actually printed. So they do go down very nice. So if you're afraid to use water slide, because there's a technique to installing water slide decals, and you prefer the stickers, don't be afraid to use them. They look very nice. Some things I thought that would make this kit stand out and make it even better are Darth Vader's helmet and face mask. If they could have molded his eye sockets in a clear dark plastic, and which they didn't do here, but still the detail is very nice on that. The lower side right there, very nice detail. Well, like I said, it's just molded in the black plastic. The decals included with the new Anakin are different. The original are on top, and the new Anakin Darth Vader are on the bottom. So they actually give you some more decals, and it looks like we get more of the chest plate detailing there. Look a little closer, and there you have it. Definitely a difference there. And the new Anakin Darth Vader does include this new tree here. Obviously they give us a new neck assembly here, along with the lower jaw assembly to accommodate the new head, the new pre-painted head, and of course more of the chest plate options there going along with it. So this is brand new to the Anakin Darth Vader. Here are the stickers themselves, and of course they changed also. Left side being the original Darth Vader, the right being the Anakin Darth Vader. So they did upgrade the stickers also. And one of the biggest upgrades to the Anakin Darth Vader is this rubberized cape. You can see it has a little less folds than the original plastic ones, but I think Bandai was listening to their customers and came out with a rubberized cape that you could preform, heat up, and melt and make it your own customized cape by using this. So I think that's nice. They still also do give you the plastic ones with the kit, so you're not missing out. If you still want to use the plastic with the new Anakin Darth Vader, they are included. Be aware that the rubber cape is not separately wrapped away from the regular polystyrene, and if you store this in a heated area, could be detrimental to those. And last, and certainly not the least, is the new Anakin Darth Vader head. And it comes pre-painted, 2 halves in polystyrene. And obviously the original Darth Vader did not come with this, so this is the added feature to this kit. And obviously with the instructions for the new Anakin Darth Vader, they give you step-by-step on installing the new head with the newer parts. And they get into detail using the rubberized cape in the instructions, showing you how they go there, showing you what the Anakin head looks like with Darth Vader, along with the cut-off hand that was added in with that extra sprue, and different control panel. And there you have it. This was a review of the Bandai Star Wars Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith. And we compared that to the new issue of the Anakin Skywalker Return of the Jedi Darth Vader kit. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy modeling, everybody.